I'm through being used and abused. I search for the truth, like the fuse, see what shoes. Now it's me that's you. Found wrong, got high, took what leads you alive. And this is what I feel, now it's finally arrived. You know what you did, don't you know what you did? I had everything inside my head, but I gripped too tight and it turned to sand. Oh God, did not go the way I planned.
Welcome to the Blue Oyster Club.
Hey, and we're live. Welcome, everyone, to season 4.
Ride me like a pony.
Season 4, episode 1. And as you've probably noticed by now, name change,
I thought you were going to moan about Mike's beard.
logo change, everything's different. And we're going to be recording this one for the podcast. Now, that's one thing that... Did we even talk about that? Like, the fact that we're kind of moving... Not moving, but, like, we're also going to be having a podcast. I did talk about that.
I think we did.
Yeah, we're going to upload
You did
this
last week.
to podcast sites, and we're going to, make sure that everyone can have a good time with us once a week. And, you can listen to us if you are in the car or something like that, wherever you choose to get your entertainment.
Where will they be able to find us?
I don't know yet. I will make announcements on social media pages, so just stay tuned.
And Liz, that will be changing in the near future.
What? What I missed?
What?
The intro. Liz said intro is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're working on the intro. I we'll keep it a secret for right now, but it'll be featuring someone featuring someone that does something musically.
There's a thing
with the guy and the stuff,
Yeah.
But I'm actually kind of stoked to be collaborating with a fellow YouTuber, and it's gonna be good. Just from what I've heard so far, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good. So
Is it going to be undesirable?
it's no, I would say desirable, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. The Undesirables. We were brainstorming on names for a while, and it was always kind of like something goofy and silly, and just that's okay. That's okay. And I'm like, you know what? G actually mentioned the Unmentionables to me, and I was like, that's pretty good. And I took it a step further, and I'm like, how about we just go with Undesirables? Because we're just a bunch of crazy guys. Yeah. And you know what? I, to be fair, I didn't even think about it at the time, but it's very similar to our sister show, The Misfits.
Yeah, we're just the undesirables.
Well, yeah. I guess we're not good enough for The Misfits. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm definitely not. They've cancelled me tonight.
Oh.
All right, looking forward to it.
I've heard that we're going to be on the 100th show, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
the hundo.
Yeah,
Cool
they're going to
beans.
have a bunch of guests and stuff, and it's going to be a good giggle there.
Mark H, I'm definitely dateable.
The undateables.
I absolutely love that, don't you?
What, the Undateables?
Oh.
No. I don't
Time's
watch-
goings on a date tonight.
Yeah, he's in a band, in
Is he?
Brighton. He's made it. Yeah, he's made it pretty big. He's released a few songs.
I've seen loads of videos of him going circling around the internet of him doing silly dances and stuff.
I've
Yeah.
got-
He's got that wild perm hair, and he's like, "Way."
Yeah.
I refuse to taint my TV with reality TV.
That's all
Oh,
it's
this
on
one's a-
nowadays.
This one's a little bit different though, isn't it? He's sort of like
Yeah.
people who find it hard to sort of date. They sort of try and match them up with each other, and it can be quite tear-jerking at times. You know what I mean? Especially when people
Yeah.
don't think they're good enough for stuff. And
Okay, so bring Cilla Black back and have fucking blind date for the ugly bastards.
Laura laughs.
well, that used to. I don't know if you remember. They used to put like ringers in there as well, didn't they?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, about that.
Poor guy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, one of them were actually out the Sun. She was a reporter to see how it were actually done. Simon Cowell went on there.
Really?
Yeah, Simon Cowell. Yeah.
Do you guys
Well,
have...
mind you,
do you
I
guys
did say
have...
it was for the ugly bastards.
Have you seen him lately? Have you seen Simon Cowell lately? He looks like a potato.
He does, doesn't he?
He looks like a potato. Whoever his plastic surgeon is needs a flogging. I don't know.
It looks like they coated his
Looks
face
terrible.
with plastic and just went over it with
Yeah.
one of them heat guns.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it looks great. Thank
It's,
you.
it's like these people who have this like Botox in it, and then they end up looking like Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
I can't see the point of it. Some beautiful women have, instead of just growing old gracefully, have really destroyed themselves, haven't they?
Yeah, I've got to
Oh,
admit,
yeah.
Simon Cowell, he does look like something you'd find in the bin out the back of bloody Madame Tussauds.
He
Yeah.
looks like someone attempted to melt American cheese.
Yeah.
I thought American cheese was liquid anyway.
No, it doesn't melt. That's the thing. With
Oh,
processed American cheese, it does
Yeah.
not melt.
It's like if you try and burn a cheese slice here in the UK, it just goes black, doesn't it?
Oh, we had that. What are they?
Plastic cheese.
Cheese-loaded fries from fucking Burger King, and that they had that squeezy cheese or something on there, and it was hanging absolutely.
Nacho cheese.
It's not your problem.
It wasn't even nacho cheese. It was this weird. We saw him putting it on, and it was like just out of like a ketchup bottle, and it was fucking.
Cheese
I was like,
whiz.
oh, that'd be nice.
I tell you who does a nice cheese sauce, that Taco Bell.
Oh man.
Oh, I've not had that.
Yeah, sure. If you like diarrhea.
It didn't taste like diarrhea. Well, it
No, not the taste.
That's
the
Chris
after
Ria's brother.
effects. The after effects, yeah. Ooh.
The balls are jingling and tingling just fine, Andy. Hope yours are as well, brother.
I'm sure that at Andy's age, they're a shriveling.
Let's get some
Like
shout
Kiko's
outs
did.
going. Aiden, you want to do some shout outs this time?
Yeah, I'll do it, bro. How do you do it? Do you do it till I don't know how you do the
I
old
just
bit,
scroll
I'm
up.
gonna go right to the top.
Yeah.
Dire thing, hope you're okay, brother. We've got the one and only Mike Mex. Well, you don't call him Mike Mex anymore. It's Mike Pod. Vapor Bunny, Paul Doolin. I hope you're nice and snuggly underneath that bridge in Bentley. Vapor Bunny again, big love. Mark H, UK, Andy, Liz, Koval K. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're all good. I will forget who I've actually said hello to. Stream Elements. It's always nice to see you here as well. Mark H, we've got Shrek. Hope you're okay as well, buddy. Village Vapor. What a man he is as well. I will never forget the day he touched Vic's balls. Wired Talk with Big G. I hope you're really good, buddy. What else we got? We've got just going down the list. I think. Oh, we've got Tyler. Hope you're okay as well. We've got. It will probably easy. We've got Emily. How are you, Emily? It sounds like we're in kindergarten then, didn't
Emily.
Yeah.
She's trying to wave.
Hey.
We have got the wonderful Jane from Shy Tots. We hopefully we'll be going for dinner in May together. Who else we got? We've got Puddle Jumper 84. I love that name. That's really good if I've read it properly. Andy Summerfield, I haven't seen you for ages, brother. I hope you're all good. And I hope you're going to be making Expo as well. We've got Martin Saunders. Hope you're all good, buddy. He can eat some breakfast, that kid. He can eat some breakfast. CC Gaming. Lovely to see you, buddy. I hope you're all good. Arnie S. Is that right, Arnie S? Run for the chopper. Hope you're okay. Who else we got? We're going down. If I miss anybody, I am so sorry.
You got
Vaping Pasty. Big love to you. Hope you're okay. Connor Smith. I think that's roughly about it.
Hey, straight.
You know, people are going to be typing last minute going, oh, me too.
Emmy.
So,
well, though. So
we've covered the potato known as Simon Cowell. Do you guys have The Bachelor over there? I was trying to ask earlier. You don't have The Bachelor?
Is that some sort of thing like where obviously they find a single man and then he has to pick loads of women between loads of women?
Yeah.
Never.
Do we have something like that? Television isn't the same as what it used to be years ago.
There was another show like Married at First Sight or something like that too, where like they weren't allowed to see each other.
I've heard of that, but I've never watched it. I've seen little clips of it.
What is it we get here? We get
Gogglebox.
Celebrity Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Four-eyed Box.
I haven't seen him for a while on television. Old Chris Evans.
Love Island.
What you got?
God.
Big Brother Bollocks.
Is that still on?
Big Brother. I think it's meant to be coming back.
Yeah, they still do it.
Yeah.
Naked Attraction.
Mm-hmm.
that dickhead that goes to the desert islands to survive?
Survivor.
Which one?
Bear
Bear Grylls.
No, not Bear Grylls. What's his name? He used to be a comedian. Does nothing but bitch and moan.
Eddie Izzard.
No,
I love Eddie
I
Izzard.
can't remember the bloke's name now.
Timmy Mallet.
Oh, God. No.
He hasn't aged. I saw a video of him the other day, Timmy Mallet. He hasn't fucking aged.
I tried to get him, right, to come and do the birthday bash for the Urban when the Urban were going. He wanted £2,500 for his appearance. It were only like for a couple of hours, and then he wanted his hotel paid for and drinks.
Right.
And that was you're going back there. That's probably about 8 years ago when he wasn't again as popular. I used to love Wackaday.
It's amazing to me that they want so much money to come out and just do nothing.
Yeah, we were going to play a bit of Wackaday on stage and that, but they were like, "No, I don't think we should spend that money." I said, "Oh, we'll make it back," but they didn't. But yeah, no, the wonderful Timmy Mallet used to get a plaster. I made my own one of them up. WD on my chin. What was your favourite thing as a kid? And keep it clean, it's a podcast.
Well,
you can swear on podcasts.
I don't know.
Ulysses, Ulysses, Thundercats.
Oh, Thundercats, man.
Thundercats were good.
I used to watch Thundercats. I used to watch Dungeons and Dragons.
The Turtles.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
Ninja Turtles.
Nightmare.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. That was the thing with the shield, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where they had to direct them across the thing and they if they fall down the holes.
Funhouse I used to watch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Crystal Maze.
What was it? Pat Sharp, wasn't it? That done
Yeah,
Funhouse.
Sharp, yeah.
Your mullet.
Yep.
Crystal Maze. That used to be good.
Whizbit.
Crystal Maze was all right when it was Richard O'Brien hosting it.
The bald guy.
Yeah.
The original guy. Yeah.
Did you get any of that in America? Crystal Maze and
none of
you
it.
normally get them, but then you rename them.
We got, I think, the most things. I remember Thunderbirds.
Rent-A-Ghost.
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds was you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We ended up getting that on like Nick at Night, I think, on Nickelodeon.
You had Thunderbirds. You had Terrorhawks.
Terrorhawks. The Knight Rider.
You had Joe 90.
I got
Airwolf.
I got a random one.
Airwolf.
Yep.
Has anyone?
What was that one where they were in the submarine and it was all about the theme tune was all about Marina or something?
Marina. It was Stingray.
Stingray, that was it.
Stingray.
Yep.
And you had Lassie.
I remember that too. Lassie. Oh God, yeah, that was.
We had,
Lassie. What's the matter? There's a boy trapped down the well.
We had Flipper as well.
Yeah, Flipper.
Oh, yeah. Flipper, yeah.
Ben, what was his name? Ben and his friendly.
Oh, Martin Saunders said biker mice from Mars. I was going to say that. I said I had a random one for you, and it's biker mice from Mars. I don't know
that
why.
was awesome.
I remember that one.
What a moon. That were good.
It was literally mutant giant mice, dude.
Yeah, it was. They were so cool.
They were from Mars, apparently.
Mr. Ben.
Friends with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Grizzly Adams. I remember that.
Power Rangers. That used to be a thing when I was a kid.
Chaos on the Prairie.
I was into Power Rangers definitely when I was a kid.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, that were good.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Well, this is a story all about
when Nick is playing on his bloody Call of Duty and he starts screaming, he reminds me of Screech from Satan.
Hey.
What a porn star.
I resemble that.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Is he?
Screech is dead, yeah. He turned into a porn star. He went really off the... Yeah, he's dead. He went off the rails and got into cocaine and then he did a porn film.
What?
Okay.
He did, yeah.
It was screeching. More the woman, more.
Yep. I think they played up on the fact that he was on Saved by the Bell, too. That's the worst part. Like, oh, no.
Sat down there with two bells as his balls.
Just ruined everyone's childhood.
His name is Dustin Diamond. So, I mean, that's just asking to be a porn star right there.
Any of you remember Bread?
Bread, yeah, gotta get up, gotta get out.
Yep.
No, I don't
Obviously, we
remember.
all know I love Red Dwarf as well.
Oh, yeah, he did
Oh,
die.
Red Dwarf, yeah. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for
Back
breakfast.
for breakfast.
What was the other
Quantum
one?
Leap, that were good. Quantum Leap.
It weren't bad. You had
Blossom.
Lassie, Littlest Oboe,
Yeah,
What?
Blossom.
Skipper. Skippy.
Holy shit.
Wonder Years.
Oh my god, I can't handle the amount of nostalgia right now. Jeez.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah, I
mad.
remember the Wonder Years, yeah.
Grange Hill and Biker Grove. Biker
Yep.
Grove, mate. Yeah, that was the intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, with that ginger one at the end. Well, that's where Anton Deck came from.
It is, yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark? That's a good one.
It's thanks to Biker Grove. We got two twats that host the Hex Factor.
The Hex
That's right. The phone lines are now open.
That's great. That was spot on. Andrew got forehead. Okay, well, it's just like Grizz. He's the Wish version of Biker.
Yes, it is.
Wurzel Gummidge,
Yeah, he wasn't very nice to me once.
Cat Weasel.
I lost my sister. She's not dead. I just lost her. We were at a fair in Worksop, and Wurzel Gummidge were there, the original Wurzel Gummidge, and he had like gloves with bits of wood all stuck out of it. And I went and shook his hand and that, and then I lost her, so I kept going up to him and followed him all around. In end, right when nobody was there, he went, "Will you fuck off, kid?"
Oh, what?
That's what he said to me. "Will you fuck off, kid?"
Rude.
Thank you very much. You just
Brutal.
broken my world. I thought you were going to give me a slice of cake and a bit of tea. No. Just fuck off, kid. Barbara Windsor were in that as well.
Yeah.
I had to go to a tent, and this security guard took me to a tent, and instead of him just going, "Excuse me, we've got a little fat child here, and he's missing his sister. Can you come and collect him?" She said, "Didn't they give it me?" So I'm sat there sniveling and crying. I go, "Oh, I can't find my sister. Can somebody find her for me, please?"
What's in your hand when you're doing that? You look like
No, that was the microphone. That was the microphone. It didn't make me just stand at the door and shout. It was a big like party thing.
Oh,
It were in the rain. I had a blue cagoule on. I've got the pictures.
good lord, the memory on you.
Well, it
I
is
can't
if it's
remember what I
the
ate
size
for
of me, innit?
breakfast.
Kebab.
Is it what they say?
Mm.
An elephant never forgets.
That's it's true.
Elephant's foot.
Oh, they were beautiful then, weren't they?
Another dodgy cartoon I remember was one called Jamie and his Magic Torch.
Jamie and the magic
Sound
touch.
touchy.
That was Jamie in the flashlight.
Yeah. Fleshlight. Yeah, that was.
Well,
That
I
was
mean,
the magic torch.
if Screech can be a porn star, I think that's open for anyone now.
Yeah, John Pertwee. He was.
Yeah. He-Man and She-Ra.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
He-Man were brilliant.
I was
until
just a little too young for He-Man. My
Yeah,
sister
well,
watched it.
they did an updated version where he had a ponytail and a mobile phone, and Orko was bipolar. That's what they did. Set it all up. We're just not the same. Super Ted,
Ah, Super Ted, yeah. Banana Man.
Banana Man. I lived at 53 Acacia Road.
Yeah, Danger Mouse, Batfink.
Pinky in the
Trapdoor.
Brain. I love it.
Pinky and the Brain. Ren and Stimpy. Do you guys, any of you watch that?
Yeah, that was quite a lot later though.
Yeah, it was quite a
Ren
lot
and
later.
You know, we should not have been allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy when we were kids.
Ren.
That was definitely
Stimpy.
more adult than
Oh,
it led
Puddle
on.
Jumper,
Weird
weird
science. That was a fucking wicked film.
Oh, I tell you what, I lost gallons to that film. I loved Kelly LeBrock.
Yep.
She was everything to me. If you
Lost gallons to that.
I'm telling you now, if they said you only get a bucket and a half full, I used it in a month. I'm telling you.
I sure hope you didn't fill the bucket.
Oh, nobody said you should save it.
Oh,
Um,
God.
Don't go in the cupboard. That bit when she sat there, "Hello, boys," and all that 80s there. Oh, I loved 80s films as well, but yeah, Kelly LeBrock. Oh, suit you, sir.
What else was there? Chilton and the Wheelies.
No, I never wanked over them.
We're all glad for that. Jeez.
You broke my already.
We're going off on a really weird tangent now. That's what you get, folks. Unscripted comedy.
Imagine listening to this on a podcast. I'm so sorry.
I know. Someone's going to be like, have an earbud in the grocery store and just like, oh, lost gallons to that. They're like, oh.
Okay, crying.
Sat there I'm putting that zucchini back. I don't even know what a zucchini is.
How do you not know what a zucchini is?
No, but it sounds phallic shaped, doesn't it?
It is, I guess, sort of. I mean, similar to an eggplant or aubergine.
Which you can get nicotine from.
It's true.
And
I
tomatoes.
haven't tried. What do? Squeeze it?
I don't know.
Just drink it. That looked bad, sounded bad, everything bad. No.
Even better if you were sat in a supermarket trying it. What are you doing? Trying to get nicotine out of this zucchini. It's not the greatest.
I mean,
It's a courgette. It's a courgette.
What?
So is a zucchini bit
Courgette?
from America?
Why do you
classic.
guys have French names for all these vegetables?
It's probably because they've invaded us. Oh,
Another classic film I liked was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh,
that were good.
such a good.
That were really good.
Pardon me.
The
And then-
fuck?
And then they redid it, didn't they, with Ryan Reynolds?
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they did it.
God.
Did they?
Yeah, the first one was him out of War Games, wasn't it?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
and then they did another one with Ryan Reynolds,
Did they
Uh-huh.
really?
and then they did another one where his friend, who was an Asian lad, he they did like a sequel to it, and he was like the top frat boy, is it called, or fret boy? What do they call him, Nick?
What?
Oh, fucking hell, Jane. Porkies.
Porkies.
I remember that.
Yeah, talking about Lassie. Breakfast Club, yeah, a lot of the big stars as well.
Spin-off movie?
Oh, God, what else was there?
Weekend at
Sam and Victor's
Ernest.
Day Off?
Rita 2 and Bob's, what is it? Rita, Sue and Bob 2, that were good as well.
I can't find anything on the Ryan Reynolds one.
Probably because it flopped, no doubt.
No, I swear
Oh,
he did.
God.
You shouldn't do that, Mike.
It doesn't. No, you can't remake classic films like that. I'm sorry. I know that we're in the remake and reboot culture right now, and I can't stand it personally. Like, just leave it alone.
It's like fucking Big Bang Theory, right? I love Big Bang Theory. It's fucking awesome. Watched it like through and through. And they did a spin-off, fucking Young Sheldon or something.
Yeah, why?
What a bag
It
of
didn't need to
wank that
happen.
is.
Ugh.
It's like the Ace Ventura films. They did a spin-off of that as well.
Really?
They did Young Ace or something.
Really?
It was
Oh,
like a
God.
younger version of him, and it was just shit. They should never do them.
East is East, that's really, really good. They did another one called West is West, didn't they?
I've never heard of it.
We were on about this the other day as well. Four Lions, that is absolutely hilarious. Can I have 12 bottles of bleach, please?
Oh, Christ, what else is there?
You can't. I don't know
my
about you, lot, but
favourite-
I've said it before. You can't beat the 80s films.
Yeah.
The whole
gonna say.
feel of them.
My favorite of all time is Back to the Future.
Oh, God, no.
What?
I like Back to the Future. You got to love Back to the Future.
Back to
No.
the Future? Marty,
Marty, when this car reaches 88 miles an hour.
you're going to see some serious shit. Love it. Love
The
Just
it.
only
not-
trouble is nowadays you couldn't afford the petrol to get it to 88 miles an hour. would they?
Right? Well, they're going to reboot it and it's going to be an EV.
Yeah,
That car was
Tesla.
so
the
cool.
electric.
Tesla.
God.
Yeah, Tesla.
What
Yeah,
was
no,
it?
it's a brilliant film. Shawshank Redemption, you can't be that as one of your best films. Stand By Me is one of my favourites as well.
Green Mile.
Green Mile, yeah. Mr.
just-
Jingle, I'm going to be pissing in my pants. Indiana Jones.
Oh, I just rewatched those, all 3.
Yeah.
It's great.
Indiana Jones was good.
Classics.
Again, though, when you start getting, he's did that remake, didn't he, not long ago, and I think he's doing another one. When you start getting like that, and like Rambo's, when he went to Rambo 18, it's
Yeah, he said,
You know what? The one before the one before the last one wasn't terrible, but the last one, the last 30 minutes is all you need to watch. Because that's
Tremors. Yeah, that's a good one.
I get them
scene.
after a night out.
I do, yeah. But the thing with it, Nick, though, is you're looking at he's being Rambo, but he's 80-odd-year old.
Is he really now? Oh my god.
It's
Another
gotta be,
classic
innit?
horror I used to like was the Phantasm set.
Phantasms, yeah.
Hellraiser were my favourite.
80s
Uh,
horror.
an early martial arts film I used to watch a lot of was Remo, Unarmed and Dangerous.
I wasn't really into kung fu movies. I couldn't do it with the mouths.
Have you seen any of the new Cobra Kai?
Sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'm up to date. Like to leave it a few episodes before watching them.
Louise got right into it, but I watched one episode. It turned into a fucking musical. I can't remember that happening. And then last part, I think it was the second series. This bird were fighting this lad or something like that, and I thought if she does a crane kick, I'm getting out of it. And she did.
Yeah, Teeth was just a comedy.
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
pretty
watched that.
much.
I refuse to watch it. I don't like that idea.
It is so funny. It is unreal.
Why? What's the matter, Mo? Bad experience, or
I'd be going like a samurai warrior. Everything would be tucked in. I'd be like, oh
all right? So we're like all over the place now. So if we're talking horror, I would say my favorite like horror films would be the Nightmare on Elm Street ones,
no. Ooh.
just because they have a lot of comedy in them as well.
Yeah, I was going to say I found them more comedy than horror.
Yeah. Like I don't like a film
I
that
don't-
takes itself too seriously. If you want to talk about like actually creepy horror, I'd say Texas Chainsaw. 'Cause, like,
Yeah. Is that
those are
they
gritty.
did another one? Was that the Leatherface? They did the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leatherface.
I like Leatherface. That was quite cool.
Hills Have Eyes was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
original.
Wait, well,
Yeah.
there's 3, right? There's a really old one.
Yeah,
I
the
think-
really old one. The original
original.
was a good film.
Then
That-
there was
that was
another
based on
80s
a-
one.
That was based in a town in America called, it's in Pennsylvania. What's it called? It was a mining town.
Centralia.
Centralia, yeah. And they've got anthracite there, which has continuous seams.
Mhm.
And it burnt load of rubbish and it all burnt and it ended up burning under the town.
It's
They all-
still burning to this day.
It is, yeah. It's moving on. I watched an up-to-date one of it maybe a few months back, and apparently it's now moving on to the next town.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's moving down. But there was actually up until like 2006, I think there was still people living there, but now I think they've completely cleared it out.
Yeah, and like that was also the basis for the game Silent Hill.
Have you seen
another
Friend
series-
Request?
Another
That's quite
series
a
I
good
used to
one.
love was The Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, another comedy. It's
It was a comedy, but it was
yeah,
freaking awesome
yeah. It was a badass.
They were a
comedy.
comedy
Loved
that
it.
though.
for being such a low budget film.
Yeah, B movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I watch a lot of the older horrors. Where me and Mark used to go to video shop, and you'd get the major one that were out, and you got a free one with it. You know what I mean, to watch it, and they're all B movies.
Friend
See-
Request is quite good. If any of you guys have seen that,
Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah,
I found
that
it.
creeped me out, man. I saw that in the cinema and it fucking freaked me out.
I just found it meh.
It's not overly scary. It's just the way they've done
psychological.
it.
It's more psychological.
Yeah, that's it. It's more psychological
Oh, speaking
horror.
of psychological,
It was called Van Wilder. I got it wrong.
yeah, okay, Van Wilder. There,
But it's in the same sort of thing as well, though, Lou.
those
Yeah,
movies.
Van Wilder.
I like the first one, and then they spun it off a million times, and it was terrible. That was yeah. And speaking of, just National Lampoon in general has gone downhill big time.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not
we're
as good
talking
as what it
about
was before.
Vacation with Chevy Chase, and now they're doing straight to Netflix movies and just blech.
Well, I think I mentioned this last week. The bloke who was in that National Lampoons, and he was like the uncle or something like that. He was like proper redneck. He's on the run at the minute.
What?
He's on the run, him and his wife. And what he's trying to say is that there's a big conspiracy against stars in America. This is why I think he mentioned him with a Joker, why he died, him from Kill Bill.
Yeah.
All these have been hunted down to kill stars, and they're trying to do
Randy
that to
Quaid,
him.
yeah.
And it was something to do with that he sold a house, but he still lived there, and he shouldn't have done. And they've tried to get him in for questioning, and him and his wife have just gone on the run.
Yeah.
He's in Canada now, trying to get whatever you get, AIDS.
Yeah, the thing that they can't extradite you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicky Maynard, if you liked Apocalypse Now, try watching the Maori version of that film, which is called Deadlands.
Oh, I just rewatched Apocalypse Now as well.
Really, really good. Hamburger Hill.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, that's really good, that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Randy Quaid. I was going to say, if you want psychological, you go for Silence of the Lambs.
Again, I found that pretty meh.
It's slow. It's a slow-moving one, but at the climax is great.
Just
not the bucket type of climax like Aiden was on about.
I was just thinking about that bit when she was down there. I can smell your pussy.
Of course you would say that, Aiden. Of course you would.
Can you?
I'm just thinking.
Regal.
Oh, I'm surprised. I was surprised you didn't mention the part where Miggs throws the bucket juice at the nice lady.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Goodbye, horses. I want a picture of Mo. Someone photoshopped Mo's face on him.
Yes, I absolutely love The Shining.
Yeah, I love
Shining is really good. Yeah,
that is one of my all-time favorite films.
Yeah, The Shining is good. I like it. It's the original.
The original.
The original. The modern one. I thought. What's his name? Skarsgård or whatever it is played Pennywise well.
Not as good as
you can't beat the original though.
No, it just had that feel to it. I loved it. The Stand as well. You're talking Stephen King. Obviously, I've already mentioned Stand By Me. That were a great film.
Yeah. The Tommy Knockers.
That were really good.
The original Carrie.
Yep. Dreamcatcher.
Baby Catcher, yeah. Then you had Christine.
Ooh, Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn, yeah.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 7 of them on the computer.
Pet Sematary.
The original Pet Sematary, the modern one, was a piece of shit.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Like I said, a lot of them as well. I like that. Like we said, you get these remakes and they're just not the same.
Yeah.
Field of Dreams. Lou loves Fields of Dreams.
Yeah.
What about when directors go back and do like special director's cuts and they like retweak it and rework it and add effects to it and stuff?
Well, they did that with the Superman one. You know, that last with Superman, Batman, and the other one. Now he was poorly or something, so it was a different director who did it, and then he came back and redid it. It was like 5 hours long.
Yeah. As Dawn says, yes, John Carpenter's Vampires. That was a good film.
Clockwork Orange, again, that were good.
I'll still have to say my 2 favourite vampire films was Nosferatu from the 1920s.
It's a silent film, isn't it?
Yeah. What's the name of the other one? Over 3 hours long.
Oh.
Salem's Lot.
Never seen that one.
Split was quite a good film.
I liked The Interview with the Vampire. That were good with Tom Cruise and
I think.
I like that.
Split's quite good.
I like the other one as well. There was it was something to do with the vampire. What were it? Lou, we watched it. What was that one we like when he's a vampire? Obviously, you've got to, when you're talking about that, probably the best film with Lost Boys, in my opinion.
Yeah, Lost Boys was good. But but 2 and 3 were absolute shit.
Yeah,
As long as the vampires don't sparkle.
They did.
Yeah.
They did one about the Frog Brothers as well.
Twilight.
We Corey Felt, whatever his name is. Has
These
anybody
aren't
watched him in his
vampires, man.
band?
These are douchebags.
Hey?
Has anybody watched that? Is it Corey Feldman? What's his name? Him who said that he didn't get abused by Michael Jackson.
Fucking
He were
Twilight.
in Stand By Me. He was in Lost Boys. He were like a proper
Corey
kid.
Feldman.
Corey, is it him? And what have you seen him in his band? Jesus, this kid's he's off his noodle.
Okay.
And he's trying to dance like Michael Jackson. He can't sing.
Hold on. I kind of want to pull it up. And
Oh,
see. I kind of want to pull it up. We could get away with playing like a couple seconds of it for sure.
I wouldn't if I were you. They wouldn't understand what he was doing anyway.
I just want to hear it because I've never heard it before. What's it called?
Shit band.
Corey Feldman's.
It's like in between Courtney Love and Pee Wee Herman.
Corey's Angels. Oh God, this sounds terrible.
Make sure you click on the right thing.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah. Now, I did read that this year there is, I believe it's this year, there's going to be a remake of Salem's Lot coming out.
Oh boy.
What were her name?
this looks
Were it Alvira or something
Elvira.
like that? Elvira. I liked them as well. They were good. She had huge badoomas.
Yeah.
That was another bucket full.
Yeah.
That's
The
definitely
woman
another
that played Elvira is bloody hot without all the Elvira makeup on as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think I saw her, if she's still live, or I saw an interview on YouTube, but it didn't look like it was that long ago. I think she still looks absolutely hot now. I think she's in her 70s.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just waiting for Nick to listen to.
Should I share it? What do you think?
Go on, do
All
it.
right, we'll do a few seconds here. I'm going to share it to you guys so you
I
guys
like it.
join in. Oh crap! Well, here we'll just listen to the audio real quick.
Oh, you want to see him dancing?
It's terrible. Just Google it. Oh my God!
Get it. All she wanna do is twerk.
What?
The club, tell him.
Look at the comment. Corey Feldman's midlife crisis is really something to behold.
All right, that's enough of that. Oh my God! It's so
Yes,
bad.
it did sort of like make me giggle. And then there's other ones where he's live and he introduces his wife. She's the keyboard player of Keys. Well done. Must have took you ages to think of that fucking stage name.
Oh, that was terrible.
He made me cringe when he said, obviously, them two other lads came out about Michael Jackson, obviously, after he died, after they'd already said that he'd not touched him, blah, blah, blah. And then he came out and he was saying, he'd never done anything about all this. But he said, can you remember the other lad who was in Lost Boys? He was
Corey Haim.
Corey Haim. Now, apparently, he was abused.
Yeah.
And he came out.
From what I've understand, Corey Feldman is actually supposed to be writing a book about that.
About that, yeah. Because eventually, obviously, he died of a drug overdose. And again, you see this so many times, don't you? These, especially the 80s kid stars, the life just goes downhill because they've got all this money. It's like I was watching a thing with Drew Barrymore, and she said she was on all sorts, like from a young age. And it's only been, I think, probably the last 4 or 5 years that she's actually gone sober.
Yeah.
51st Dates, that's really good as well, what she's in. Is it 51st Date?
With Adam Sandler, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's it. That's another good film. Awakenings by with Robin Williams and De Niro, and obviously we found out last week I can actually do a De Niro face.
Unfortunately, the podcast listeners won't be able to enjoy that. However,
Just think of it as half a bucket full.
Oh, wait, never mind. Nope. I'm not even going to explore that.
Did you have to
anymore.
check yourself there, Nick?
Nope.
It's not very often he does that, is it? Only me going, no, don't say that.
Corey Feldman was really good in the Goonies, and then it all went downhill from there.
Goonies. I love the Goonies.
Goonies.
Apart from it did make my life very, very hard at school.
What?
You got
Because
loads of-
everyone wanted you to do the truffle shuffle?
Yeah, chasing you around, going, oi, fatty, do truffle shuffle.
For fuck's sake.
Wait, what do you mean?
Then
No,
you
I'm
did
not
it.
going to do it. I only do it for your mum. Bang! They'd kick fuck out of me.
Oh, shit.
Gremlins was a good one.
Yeah.
Your mama likes it.
Oh,
It's a
God.
Christmas film as well, isn't it?
All right, I got a hot take on it. Little Shop of Horrors.
Brilliant. Love that.
It's a musical.
Yeah, I like that. There's
Still
no wrong
really
with
good.
Little Shop.
Another
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, of course.
hated that.
What?
Oh, I love it.
Come on.
I absolutely hated that.
I would love to go to one of the stage shows and get dressed up.
As a woman?
I go as Frankenfurter.
There you go. Oh, can you imagine? That's another Photoshop challenge for y'all.
I would definitely, and I actually sing Sweet Transvestite.
You know? I bet you're really good at it, though.
I am.
Yeah.
I'd be a lot better if I was dressed up.
Anyone remember Rawhead Rex?
Mm-mm.
That was
think so.
late 70s, early 80s B movie. Made in Ireland, I believe.
Mm.
Talking about Ireland, the Leprechaun, that were good. They've done 4 of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Those are excellent B movies.
Bloody hell, Drop Dead Fred.
I was going to
Forgot-
say that.
Oh,
I was
man.
going to say that.
So good.
I was going to say
Oh
Drop
my
Dead
god.
Fred. Son of a bitch.
Such a good film.
Village said Beetlejuice, another amazing film.
Freddie got fingered.
Think Rick Mayall was just such a comic genius.
He was, yeah.
We had Vincent as well. I'm a big fan of Bottom,
Mm.
as well as the. Bottom's really, really good. They were called I think it was the Dynamite Brothers before they were Bottom, and obviously they were in the Young Ones.
Yeah.
Did any of you actually get to see the film Frederica before it got banned?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
It was basically Freddy Krueger's sister.
And it got
Okay.
banned, you say?
And it got completely banned worldwide banned
That's crazy. How? What? How? Why?
Why?
because it
Imagine a
was
woman-
that gory.
Can you imagine a woman with that bigger nails? In fact, there's loads of people walk around.
Not even like a 18+ rating or anything. Like
No,
just straight
Yeah.
down.
Brain Dead got banned though as well, didn't it? Brain Dead. That got banned in quite a few countries.
probably.
Interesting.
Do you know when
That was
these
just
women walk
cool.
around with these? Do you see these women who walk around with these ginormous nails on? You think you're never going to be able to wipe your own ass,
I
surely.
thought you were going a
Mhm.
whole different direction with that one.
So did they.
Yeah, you'd have to go for the 5-ply toilet roll with them bad boys.
So
Yeah, you're definitely not getting rid of that cheap stuff what you had at school that you put your finger through and you could trace. You know what I mean?
at work, I actually ran into that the other day at work. This girl was trying to use the pin pad and touch screen, and her nails kept getting in the way, and it was like, why do you handicap yourself for this? They're like at least 2-inch long nails, and then
Yes,
she has to use her knuckle to do the touchpad. It's like, first of all, I would catch that on everything. I'd be pulling my arm through a sleeve of a shirt or something, and it would catch one and rip it off or something.
Obviously, obviously, there's 3 girls in this house, with my 2 daughters and Lou. And sometimes when Holly and Fern come down here with whatever they think these nails are, I'm like, you're just never going to be able to wipe anything or do out.
2 comedy films I still like watching is Little Nicky
Oh, I love that.
and Dogma.
Dogma, both of them, absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Freaky little shit. Don't do them freaky little eyes on me.
Oh man, I got a whole
He's
list
sat there.
of
And
man
do you know
movies.
him who's on the when he goes up and he's floating up to go to that bird, and he goes past and he's like tweaking his nipples. He's actually that little Ben from I think you're either Flipper or the Friendly Giant thing, whatever it is. He's actually the one from in the 70s. It's him.
Bloody hell.
I love that film. And Dogma is really, really good. With Alanis Morissette at the end as God. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Really good. Them type of movies I'm really into. The sort of like in between like a B movie and Adam Sandler does some brilliant stuff. Really good.
He does.
What did I watch with him?
shut
Oh,
up.
remember the Zohan?
The Zohan, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that maybe out of all of them, I think that was probably the worst one he's done.
I still get a chuckle. I don't care.
I
mean, if you're talking
it.
classic ones, you got to go for Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, yeah. You've got to go for what's the golf one? What's the golf one?
You made it go straight
Happy
out of my
Gilmore,
head.
is it? Happy Gilmore?
Thank you.
Happy Gilmore.
Mo.
Thank you, Mo. Happy Gilmore. That's brilliant. I
Just
like
tap it in. Just tap
it in. Waterboy, yeah, Waterboy's really, really good. The one that he played where he was the cobbler, and he worked out that his dad had got a special machine that fixed shoes, and whosever shoes he wore, he took over their life. That was really good.
Wasn't another one set on a golf course that Groundhog Day?
No. Groundhog Day was with Bill Murray. And what that was set was he went to a town to take the hog out of the actual, like this hut, and it would then pretend to tell you what the weather was going to be like and if there was going to have a great season for crops and things like that. But every day he tried to get out of there, he'd wake back up again.
Jay's got it. It's Caddyshack I'm thinking of.
Caddyshack, yeah.
Caddyshack.
Yeah.
That had Bill Murray in it, and it had Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Talk about people who had a really bad cocaine habit. That Chevy Chase was really well known for that.
Yeah.
Well, he fell out. He used to fall out with Belushi because they were both on Saturday Night Live. They were all together. Them set of comedians that sort of came together at that time were just amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Blues Brothers. That was a brilliant film.
Yeah, Blues Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that's probably one of the only set of sequels that have been pretty good. Even the Blues Brothers 2000 were pretty good.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold a candle to the original, in my opinion.
Well, no, you're never going to get that. But Blues Brothers 2 were really good because obviously they brought Belushi's brother in as well. Obviously, Dan Aykroyd's a fantastic writer. Ghostbusters.
Stripes. Remember Stripes?
Yep.
That was Bill Murray and one of the other guys from Ghostbusters. Guy who played Egon, I think.
Oh,
Egon, the one who played Egon's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name now.
Well, they did a tribute to him, didn't they, in the last Ghostbusters? Well, they did that one where it were a woman.
Oh, yeah, they did the woman Ghostbusters, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's it, Harold Ramis.
Coneheads, says Village. Like that
Oh,
one, too.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
They live.
Coneheads.
They live, yep. Rowdy Piper. And the very, very,
He's
very
dead as well.
extended fight scene that they had in that movie.
Yeah.
It goes on for like 13 minutes.
That's one I haven't seen for years, and I don't think I'll watch again.
Which one? Blazing Saddles?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that the stuff they get away with back in those days compared to what we have now, it's crazy.
Yeah, but you got all the Karens now, so you can't do anything.
If you actually watch Blazing Saddles, they was actually showing about racism. It wasn't actually that there was making racism.
It's called satire.
Yeah.
Satire is gone out of our culture right now. I swear.
Well, it's Mel Brooks, isn't it? So Mel Brooks was like, he did Spaceballs, he did a number of films, and he was a comedian himself. So he was always very, very close to the bone.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's that sort of 70s. Again, if you ever watched the roastings, like with Dean Martin and all them, some of the jokes that were put out on that were just that you would never ever say nowadays. And that you obviously Sammy Davis Jr. and the people who were all around there, some of the stuff they got away with.
Police Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, Police Academy. The first one was good. The rest of them were meh.
Yeah, I still think they were really good. He went on America's Got Talent. You know who did the voices?
Yeah, Richard. What's his name? Something Winslow. Michael Winslow, is it?
Michael Winslow.
Yeah, that's the one. The guitar guy.
Yeah.
He went on Britain's Got US Got Talent because obviously we're not getting any work, but just to show him what he could do with his voice, he was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was his name? And went, I used to be a bit.
Bobcat.
That was a really good impression of him.
He were really good.
What about Airplane?
Yeah, Blake, another good one.
Yeah.
That was Steve Martin, wasn't it? Airplane.
Steve Martin and him who had a Naked Gun 2.5. Naked Gun, what's his name?
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait.
What was his name?
Wow, that's a tough one to say.
Monty Python, you vote.
Leslie
Liam
Nielsen.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I think. Liam Nielsen, really, really good. He was just so funny, he was.
No, it's not Liam, it's Leslie.
Leslie Nielsen.
Sorry, Leslie, yeah. But I knew his brother.
A couple of the old fantasy films I liked was
Debbie Does Dallas.
Legend. No,
Legend.
Debbie Does Dallas was a bit meh.
That's what she thought.
Oh, God. All right, enough with your buckets.
But yeah, you had Legend, which was an early Tom
not
Cruise
really
film.
3/4 full, though.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Oh, what a film.
Mm.
And
Princess.
talking about Dean Martin, you know that song, Dance, Baby, Dance, that one? It was actually done by Dean. No, I don't think it was Dean Martin. It was somebody else. Really old film. And I thought that was an original song, but somebody found it in a black and white film, and the actual You Do, Voodoo, it's about voodoo. You know that bit? It was in another film.
Yeah, you had the Princess
Crystal.
Bride.
Oh, yeah, okay. Princess Bride, yeah, classic.
That had Andre the Giant in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. But what's his name? Bernard Bresslaw playing a Cyclops.
If you look, they remade The Wizard of Oz at the same time as Labyrinth.
Swallow the yellow thick
good.
load.
Oh, jeez.
That's more than a bucket.
Why is it yellow? Oh. I said the Dark Crystal. Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cruel. Yeah, I remember that
good,
as well.
it, with the Wizard of Oz theme.
Who remembers Sinbad as well?
Oh my God.
They were like 70s films that used to be on a Sunday afternoon.
What was the one that everyone thought Sinbad was in, but he wasn't in? Kazam or something like that. There's like a whole thing about it. It's was it Mandela effect or something, where it's just like the conscious mind of everybody, like collectively, just make something true, essentially, because it's like everyone for some reason thinks that Sinbad was in a movie called Kazam.
Alakazam.
And it wasn't. It was, I think, Shaq, and it was a movie called Kazam, something like that.
Jesus put it in chat. It's Alakazam.
Oh, okay.
I thought they was actually making up some sort of potion or something over there. They were like, go on, Huxley, Alakazam. Yeah, Sundays afternoons at Colombo, Bonanza, there used to be. And I would talk to a mate of mine as well. You can't beat a bit of, what's it called? She's just passed away now. Not Miss Marple. It's something, not Midnight. What's it? Something, Murder, She Wrote.
Oh,
she just passed away, hasn't she? She was a great actress.
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was just
Shazam.
about to call her Jessica Fletcher again then, but no,
Yeah.
it's Angela Lansbury.
Has anybody seen that new one? Is it Louise? If you're still watching, it's something Onions. It's sort of like a take off the other one that he did. It's got him from who was the old Bond. Something Onions, it's called, and that's good. Knife and Onions or something peel onions. That's really Glass Onion. Yeah, that is really really good.
Which
Watch
Bond? Pierce Brosnan?
No, he's the
Roger
last,
Moore?
just the last one that's just gone.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Daniel Craig.
I'm the biggest Bond fan of
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, the Sean. I used, if I'm totally honest with you, my favorite were Roger Moore.
It's a close
Connery
one.
was my favourite.
It's a very close call with that.
Yeah, you never really got that same sort of film, did you? My mum and dad used to wake me up. You know, like if I'd gone to bed on a Saturday night or a Sunday night or whatever, they'd wake me up and come on, Bond films on.
It was a Thanksgiving tradition of mine. There would always be a Bond marathon on, so I would just be sat in the living room just watching the TV.
No, I never used to run around watching it.
They used to put Bond on the TV. I used to go into my room and listen to Iron Maiden.
No wonder you're such a fucking happy soul.
Yeah, right.
What else was there? You had Jason and the Argonauts.
Do you know what I don't like about it? I don't know if you've heard about it. Obviously, Bond. They're thinking about turning James Bond into a woman.
Well, yeah, it was
Wow.
already in the works in the last film. I don't know if you guys watched it.
Don't get me started on the whole gingerbread people thing again.
Yeah, it sort of starts peeing me off. Why can't you just leave things alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what they've done is they've made the 007 James Bond to be a rank, not a person.
Yeah. Fucking why?
Why do we have to be all inclusive? That's the other thing. Is like it's about, same thing with the Ghostbusters one, the all female. It's like, why do we have to change something that's beloved and by all to include everyone?
Why couldn't they just leave the character how Ian Fleming wrote the character?
Apparently,
it's
said
the same. It's the same as obviously Annie was a ginger-haired little white kid, but because and it's not because obviously it's like they feel they have to change it just to make it, and I think that makes racism worse. I think it makes things worse. I don't think it makes things any better.
It's like
then it makes
like
racist
people are going
hate
out
beloved
all out
franchises
to prove a point. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. But G said it's not going to happen now, Aiden. Barbara Broccoli is under strict rules from her father to never change the established formula. I don't
she
know.
must have had some shit at school being called broccoli. Can you imagine that? Come on, where's your brother Peas? It's like anybody who were like called Cock at school, like the second name of Cox or all that. I used to feel so sorry for them. See, my name, Aiden Crew rhymes with poo. So that's why I used to have yeah, Aiden Crew had a poo in 1982. Well done, son. You can rhyme. Do you think that's going to really hurt me? I did have a poo in 92. I think I had a few poos in 1992. In 82, sorry, 1982.
I'm sure you had some in 92 as well.
I had lots in 92. I remember that. Well done, son. You can rhyme. I bet your mum and dad's so proud of you.
Well, how do you think me with the first name of Nick?
Nick the Dick.
Nick the Prick.
Thank you for pointing it out and reliving my trauma. My trauma.
It's just one of those things that I think they shouldn't change. We watched Matilda. Me and Louise watched Matilda the musical, which I really enjoyed it. I really did. But they turned Miss Summers into a black woman. I didn't really mind that so much, but she wasn't in the actual movie. She was a white woman. I was like, why change it? But she played a really good part, though. I enjoyed that film so much.
There's a lot of, especially with movie adaptations of books and such, like there's a lot of filmmakers that change things unnecessarily. It's like even little minute details. It's like, what? Why?
I mean,
Well,
when you
look at Roald Dahl. He when he sold the rights to make Charlie and the Chocolate Factory into a movie, they gave it to somebody else to write it. So when they wrote it, it wasn't right. So they then gave it back to Roald Dahl to write the actual film. And again, he hated it. He absolutely hated that film.
Yeah, Johnny Depp played the fucking.
No, it wasn't.
the
The
old
first one was
on now.
Wilder.
The old one.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. It was the original one.
I love that one.
Yeah, that one's a lot better than the one with Johnny Depp. I
hated the one with Johnny Depp as much as I like that
the
guy.
Tunnel scene. No one likes the tunnel scene.
Yeah.
Jesus, Mike.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's a golden ticket.
You're gonna have to censor
His
that.
dog's barking 3 doors over.
Yeah. All car alarms have gone off. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we think of the new look of Mike? I'm quite liking it. He's looking pretty good.
And for those listening at home, Mike's dyed his beard.
Yeah.
He now looks like Emperor Ming.
Mike, can you please just plait it all down to one, like, real long? Or no, does he have the Fu Manchu with 2?
Flash.
He has 2.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Mike,
more.
do
He
the
looks
2.
more like Walter White.
2 plaits.
I think.
Oh, he does look like oh my god, he totally looks like Walter White with a longer beard.
He does.
I do like it though.
Come on,
I've
Mike,
told this
that's up
story
the
loads
middle.
of times. I went to Expo one year and I went, Lou, I need to dye my beard and I need to dye my hair. So we went and got that Grecian 2000 shit that you get. So I'm talking to Lou, trying to get everything all in my bag and told, if you got that, I've got this on. And it went over the 5 minutes. It dyed my actual face. It come out and I proper looked like Peter Sutcliffe. You know what I mean? It was just a complete 70s beard. Oh, said that.
It's all right. Like Jenny says all the time how pretty much every time she dyes her hair, everything in the house gets dyed along with it.
Yeah.
Pillowcases, shower, everything. Towels.
I think as well, I think they could make spaceships out of white hair.
What?
Because this stuff is just so strong. You know, white hair. It's just like so strong. It's not like a normal hair, this white hair. It's just like, you pull that out, you can't pull it apart. You're trying to cut it.
It's better than carbon fiber. It's just white hair fiber.
That's exactly.
Stronger, lighter, more heat resistant. Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's good. You have nice, strong hair now.
Well, it's going though. You can see it. Look.
Oh, come on now. Not like me or Mike for that matter. Mr.
As well
Clean
as
over there.
you've shaved your head as well, haven't you? Because that looks proper pristine.
No,
And
there's a little bit of fuzz there.
He waxes it.
that looks proper pristine though.
Do you like shine your head at all?
Nope.
What
Oh,
does
it's just
Jay
I've got
say?
a
He
lamp
looks like
right
a
above me.
Fabergé
No,
egg.
just a load of sunscreen though in the summer, or you
Yeah,
just don't
fucking
leave
right.
your house.
I'll just wear a hat.
Do you know what? Another thing as well, you know, like men, it's renowned that eventually that we're going to lose our hair. It's just something that happens, or it's going to go very, very thin. I always feel sorry for women who go through that. I've got a couple of mates who they like their hair's going a bit thinner. You know, they're getting older. I just feel sorry for women with that.
My friend's mom has alopecia, so she can't grow the hair on her head anymore, and she just rocks it out. You know, like she tried a wig, and her kids are just like, nope, don't like it, just get rid of it. So now she just rocks the look, and I feel like it makes you stronger as a person. Like it would.
Well,
Kind of have to.
I actually suffer from alopecia, and it's been brought down to my kids. Daniel's got a patch. He gets, and it's normally when you're stressed. So when we got married, it were in my beard on this side here to start off with, and I thought Lou will tell you she's in chat. I thought she had actually been cutting my beard when I were in bed or something, and I got a patch. I really did. It started
It's like,
here,
you've done it
patch here.
again.
So what I had to do when we got married, if you look on the wedding photographs, it's all cut down all the way down here because of that. And now away it goes, and I get it in the back of my hair. If I start getting stressed, I get big patches. And
Wow.
it goes, and it completely just completely won't grow, and it goes like a proper baby's bum. It's like like so soft. And then say 3-4 months later, it'll start growing back, and it comes back white. And then eventually it will go back like that darker color. I don't know where it go back now. I ain't suffered from it for quite a number of months, but I remember having a big patch at the back of my head, and somebody went, "Has somebody jackassed you?" I thought somebody took a great big chunk out of my head.
Just tell them, yeah, my friends are dickheads.
But yeah, no, it is, and it, like I said, it goes like a baby's bum, and then it comes back white. Weird, just weird. But that's stress.
Now you know what.
Mine just started falling out when I was 18.
If Lou's watching, now she's gonna start just cutting your beard when you're sleeping.
Cutting it off.
Just like, I'll get him. Yeah.
Just while we're talking about Lou, big shout out to Lou. She started her placement as a nurse on Thursday and Friday at Doncaster Royal.
Nice.
She had a couple of hard days. A couple of people passed away on a ward, which was horrible, but it was something that she's got to get used to. But yeah, big shout out to her. She did 12 and a half hours.
Wow.
Damn.
Good luck, Lou.
Fair play. Yeah, good luck with that.
The ward, she's supposed to be on like I think
Brilliant.
it was a diabetes ward, but because they've got no beds, there was.
Can she smell it too?
Pardon?
Can she smell it too? Like you?
She smelled it. Yeah, there you go. That's why she's done there. I've taught her all I know about diabetes testing.
She just is like, Aiden, I need you to come over to the work, and I need you to diagnose some people.
Diabetes, definitely, son. You've definitely got it. You can smell it in your farts. Wagwa. Yeah, well done, Luke. You smashed it, sweetie.
Yay. Yeah, mine started falling out when I was like 25, probably. Luckily I made it through high school, and I was able to enjoy my early 20s. But I noticed when I was doing the faux hawk look, yes, I used to rock a faux hawk that went all the way back, that the middle part wouldn't really spike up properly. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I start looking in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, that's a lack of hair there. But
you're only young now. How old are you now?
35. But my grandfather, my mom's dad, which is where you get your hair genes from, went bald at 19. So, yeah, I'm lucky.
I would say, because obviously I've seen your dad on YouTube before. He's still got his hair, hasn't he?
He laughs at me all the time whenever I see him. He goes, look at this hair. Oh, there's so much hair. He puts it in a ponytail. I'm like, shut up, Santa Claus.
My dad does that as well. He's got hair down to his ass, pretty much.
Jeez.
Fuck, it's long. And I'm like, what's happened to me? Must be all the bleach.
That's got to be something to do with it, because how long have I known you now? About 5 years, 6 years, maybe more. And you've bleached your hair.
All the time.
I haven't done it in
it does
a couple
fry
of years.
it
definitely fries it. But Jenny
says... Yeah, my scalp used to sizzle.
Jenny says that
you can feel it sizzling.
What can you say, Mo? Your dad got the long hair, you got the fucking supersized conch.
We don't say that. We call it a depth gauge.
Or the bucket filler.
The bucket filler. I actually remember I'd been on Sabs for, I don't know, probably about 8-9 months or something. And I'd never seen Nick without a hat. And then one day he took his hat off, and I expected him to have like big loads of hair, and it wasn't. I was like, whoa.
No. In fact, it's all coming off today. I'm right after this, I'm going over to my parents' house for dinner, and I'm getting it all trimmed off. Because I can't stand
all
it. All
ready for your trip over to the UK. Is it next week? After you come?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. Trust me, Jenny has a second counter on her phone.
Oh. I bet you can't wait.
I'm excited. 1, for time off. 2, because I get to see Jenny, obviously. And then 3, just to hang out with Jenny's friends and get to see the places that she always goes to and that I didn't get to see the first time I went there. And this is like, I'm taking a full week of just me and her time. It's going to be nice.
Oh, that's ace.
Nice one.
I mean, basically you're getting maybe 2-3 weeks a year at this point. So until things change. Bunny, yes, I do plan on Expo. I've actually already told the boss about it. He's like, okay. And because I'm also going part-time at my work instead of full-time, I'll have a better flexibility for that, because I don't know if I've told everyone on here, but I'm starting my own business.
You did, yeah. You're
Okay.
starting to build computers for a living.
Yes. And I actually just worked on mine today.
I still think that's a good idea. You shipping shit over here and who's selling it cheaper.
Well, we got to have a racket, you know. We got to like buy a cargo ship, or maybe we just pirate something.
I think we could just ship it as a gift.
I'll have to look at how much it would cost, really, because you would need a lot. Obviously, you want to do like dozens or so, I would say, at a time, and that.
I think the only way you'd be able to do it though is like sort of like Jenny has one, I have one, Mike, Jay, Mo. You just give like all that you know, send one over, and then we just sell them. You make a fucking shit ton.
Yeah.
We'll start a ring, a GPU ring. My plan.
I don't know that. You end up with these little people going, they want your ring.
Yeah. Just as long as I don't eat Taco Bell before.
Who else? What's your thoughts on Lord of the Rings?
Speaking of rings, I think it's flawed just fundamentally, right from the start. It's a great story.
Goes on a bit long though, doesn't it?
It goes on forever, and it's like, well, why doesn't the Phoenix from the first one or whatever just take the ring and drop it in the fire?
He's not allowed to touch it, is he?
Ugh. Rules.
Well, it's not rules, is it? If somebody says your arms are going to burn off, you're not going to pick the fucker up, are you?
I don't know.
Some people do.
There was 2 actors in Lord of the Rings that ruined it for me.
Ooh, go on.
One was the one that played Frodo,
Yeah.
and
He
the
was-
other, I can't remember his
Somebody
name.
Green, is his name Green?
No,
Is Frodo the one with the big toe?
Elijah Wood.
Elijah
The
Wood,
one with the
yeah.
big toe.
No, that's his Bilbo, his dad, right?
Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah,
I mean, technically,
and
they're
the
all-
other one was Orlando Bloom, who played Legolas.
Oh, fucking hell.
I've been like that a few times. Yeah. Do you know the fat one? He was the lad off of Goonies.
Sean Astin.
Yeah, you're off of Goonies. Him who's got a list.
It plays one of the goofy guys.
Yeah, you're on about the one that played Samuel Tarley.
Yeah.
They've they've done loads of like. He played it, didn't he? Let's go to the thing in. What's it called? I'll start again.
Talks about taters.
He's an English actor. Let's go to is it the Warrington? And we'll you know that zombies film.
Oh, fucking hell.
no, it's
Hot
the-
Fuzz.
No.
Is it Hot Fuzz?
No, it's the
Shaun
same-
of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dead.
They go.
It's the same
They
one,
go to the
so-
Winchester.
Winchester. Let's go to Winchester. Well, he ended up playing Frodo, didn't he? Is it Frodo or one of the other ones? They did like another one off of it.
Was it Bilbo you're thinking of?
The one who actually holds the ring. He ended up
Oh, no, that's
playing
Frodo.
him as an older hobbit.
Man, I don't know. I haven't seen him in years. I watched him once and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I watched him. And I just never went back. Yeah, Elijah Wood was Frodo in like the first film. I think you might be thinking, oh God, I don't know. Are you thinking of the movie The Hobbit, or are you thinking of Lord of the Rings?
Well, it wasn't that spin-off from it, the Hobbit.
It was.
Because he still turned up. Who's a great actor. Who played the wizard, the White Wizard. He was great in a film that we did.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's absolutely fantastic. There's another film, if nobody's watched it, if you're into these sort of like awakening stuff, called Walter. And he plays a lad who's in Yorkshire, and he's a little bit slow, and his mum passes away, and he looks after pigeons, but he doesn't tell anybody that his mum's passed away. Really good film. A little bit like My Left Foot with Daniel Day-Lewis. That's another great film.
Speaking of great films, I don't know what else is generally regarded as a great film. Would you say?
Again, we spoke about Shawshank Redemption. I don't think you can. That's one of the greatest films ever.
Oops, sorry.
What about Sound of Music?
No,
No?
Who you get to fuck?
I don't
You're
know.
right.
I feel like that's a generally loved film.
Is it?
She said Jaws, best movie ever made.
Jaws.
I think we need a bigger boat. It's the thing again. You can't. Jaws when it came out with a massive movie.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yes, that was fucking awesome.
I think somebody else put on there about Abyss.
That was
a really good film. What's that one with
Hunt for Red October.
What's that one with Dustin Hoffman where they go out into space? Or is that Abyss?
The Abyss is Under the Sea, I think.
Yeah, there's another one with Dustin Hoffman where they go up. That's really good.
Speaking of space,
Sphere.
Close in Space Odyssey 2001.
Yeah.
Or 2001 A Space Odyssey. Another Kubrick film.
I absolutely fucking hated that sci-fi one with a bloke who played Han Solo.
Okay, why can't you remember stuff?
What's his fucking name?
I'm gonna rename the
Harrison
show
Ford.
to
Harrison Ford.
Old men that can't remember things.
I'll tell you what, that'd be a great sitcom, wouldn't it?
I can't remember either.
Blade Runner. I hated Blade Runner.
Oh, that was brilliant.
It's that, to be honest, I like watched a huge like YouTube series of documentaries, like over hours long, about the history of like the cyberpunk movement and like its roots and everything. And basically that's generally regarded as like the canon of cyberpunk-ness, like culture. It's like the dystopian future.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Running Man.
That was a good film.
Man. It was a bit more action, little bit of goofy parts in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arnie, man.
Total Recall.
You want to make a good action film, you just cast Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's it.
I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. I never have.
Really? Man,
Yeah.
Terminator? Come on.
Yeah, Terminator were all right. Terminator 2 were good. I went to with my brother at Cleethorpes to watch that. He snuck
Conan the Barbarian.
Oh,
Again, he never did the voice for that, did he?
Well, would you want him doing it?
There's been a bit of beef as well, hasn't there? There's been a bit of beef this week again with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
Yeah, they've been at each other about movies and stuff like that. So Sylvester said he's going to do a movie about how, like, the waste of stuff that he's done, how many shit movies he's done.
They've both done shit movies, let's be honest.
Last Action Hero were terrible.
What? I loved it.
That were
Raw
terrible.
deal.
Red Sonja.
Yeah, that were good. Over the Top.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Over the Top were brilliant. Lou loved it. Another one that he did. I love that theme music to it. That one where he's is it Locked Up or Lock Up? That's what I think it's called. He he worked in a garage and he protected an old man from getting robbed, and then they put him into jail. Oh, what a film that was! Tango and Hooch.
Yeah.
One that I rewatched over like Halloween time was
Just a little bit.
what was it? From Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. What a film!
Speaking
Again,
of vampire creatures.
apple pie pussy.
Yeah, I got white pussy, I got black pussy, I got chicken pussy. It's a pussy for a penny. The thing is, when you start first watching that film, you don't realize where it's going.
Oh yeah.
If we ain't got the pussy you want, fuck it.
It's a whole thing of Quentin Tarantino, isn't it? If you look at Reservoir Dogs, Dusk Till Dawn, what was that other one he did?
Oh, well, he did
yeah,
his foot fetish.
It was,
Pulp
it was Tango and Cash, or it was Turner and Hooch.
Tango and Cash. I mixed them both up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want the cash, but I want the hooch.
You mean the scene where he's drinking off of her leg there with Quentin Tarantino? Because he's got a foot fetish and he shows it in every single movie.
No, I think that's what you're thinking of. I never mentioned anything of that.
I didn't know what you're on about the Tarantino verse.
Oh, he's absolutely brilliant. Some of the stuff he's done.
Yeah.
What was the other one with Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Dusk Till Dawn.
Did he do the
Sin City? He had a hand in that.
Did he do something with that? Is it Integral Bastards or something? Did we
Inglorious Bastards? Yeah,
yeah,
which I think is a brilliant film as well.
Yeah,
Kill Bill. Yep, Cicero said.
Kill Bill. What a 2-part film that is. Lou don't like it, but I absolutely love it.
I actually quite like the Dusk Till Dawn too.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't the same.
I hadn't seen the second one.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. But he just knows how to. What I like about it, he takes you out and brings you back in again. It's one of them things, isn't it? He's always like sort of, we'll have a little look in front and then we'll go back of how it came to that point.
Yeah. It's a universe that could exist but doesn't because it's so close to ours. Because if you think about all his films, there's just like this little bit of like almost fantasy in it because it's just, it wouldn't happen in our normal universe that we are living in. You know, like the gangsters and all that.
What was the Tarantino film that had? It was actually about a biker gang with Michael Madsen in it.
Biker gang.
Django?
I can't remember the name of it now.
Cicero was saying that. Big love, Cicero. Okay, bro.
Let's see.
What was that? Was that? Who had Bruce Willis in it? Was that just
Death Proof?
And he saved that
He
lad
was
from
also in Planet Terror.
where the big black bloke were getting bummed.
That was Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Hellride. Okay.
Oh, about the same thing then.
You
Scream my
got
name.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, another one as well. Once Upon a Time in New York. I love big gangster films. Is it Once Upon a Time in New York?
All right. Thanks.
Tea Time.
Once Upon a Time in New York with Robert De Niro in, where they're all gangsters.
What about Escape from New York?
Yeah, that and Los Angeles.
Goodfellas.
Oh,
Goodfellas, that were good.
They make good pizzas.
They don't really do.
No.
Scarface.
Scarface, that's really good. Say hello to my little friend. Once Upon a Time in America. Yeah, that's the one, mate. What a film that is. And there were another one I watched about what was that called? Gangs of London, or it wasn't Gangs of New York, or it was something to do with London.
There was a Gangs of New York, yeah.
It was, which were a great film again, really good. But this one were about before the craze. It was about Spot. His name was Spot. He was a Jewish bloke who run the Jack Spot, I think it was good.
Yeah, I remember. I can't think of the name of the film now.
That was absolutely brilliant. It was about the Jewish people running it, and then you got London Lot. It was brilliant.
Because right at the end of that film, it actually had the craze coming up from the ranks in another game.
Came in, yeah. And
Yeah.
I think they also had what was his name? Not Foreman, other one. Who was like in between them and the Richardsons. Demolition Man, yeah, not a bad film at all. I didn't mind it. Another one, what was that with Bruce Willis? Was that another 51st something?
51st State.
No, was it? No, that one where he was they were in space.
Armageddon.
No,
Oh God.
with Bruce Willis, and it was to do with Fifth Element. Yeah, Fifth Element. Another good film.
Oh yeah.
What about
Hitman? Was it Hitman? Or Leon? It was called Leon.
I must admit, I do like
Leon,
the woman.
that were good.
I do like the woman that played the Fifth Element.
Mm.
Can't think of her name, but I do like her.
Bucketworthy?
Yeah, it's probably about 3/4. That one.
Oh my God. Why is this a thing?
I think we should have that as a new thing for our podcast that we will rate in bucketfuls.
Oh, Leon was brilliant.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Leon was really, really good.
Jean Reno.
Yeah, I never really saw him in anything else.
Oh, he's been in quite a few films.
Yeah, but nothing major like that.
Oh, speaking of Slevin, how about the movie Seven?
Oh yeah, what's in the box?
It wasn't bad.
A lot of people were talking about Snatch and also Lock, Stock. They were two good ones.
I just watched Lock, Stock again.
That's really good.
I love Guy Ritchie films.
Yeah, again, he was good at it. I think he went downhill when he married Madonna.
Oh, what was that fucking film?
Why'd you have a fucking caravan with no fucking wheels?
I can't remember. He's got a limp. He's got a limp, but then he walks normal at the end. What the fuck film is it?
Colonel Mustard.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'll tell you,
That's a Tarantino film. I'm sure it is.
I'll tell you what we were talking about. I think it's called Bank Heist. With it was the same lad who did what's that? Is it called X? The one where he's a Nazi and he puts that lad's teeth on the curb and he stamps on it. Is
oh
it
yeah, American History X.
Yeah, American History X. So the lad who plays him, there's one. I think it's called Bank Heist with Robert De Niro, and he starts off playing like he's a lad who's a little bit slow, but he's not. He's been staking out this place. He then brings, and I'll tell you who's in it. He were in Godfather and he were in Superman as well.
Usual Suspects? That's a film I was fucking thinking about.
Yeah, Usual Suspects. Yeah, really good. What's that bloke's name who were in Marlon Brando? Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in it, and that is, if you haven't seen it, it's Bank Heist or something like that.
Speaking of Bank Heist, how about Heat?
Heat, good film.
Another Jean Reno film was 22 Bullets.
I only got to 21.
He was in Just Visiting. Film called The Roundup.
Kevin Spacey's going through a little bit of shit at the minute.
Why do you know all this Hollywood drama?
Because I read the news.
My news involves war with Russia and...
Well, I do, yeah. It's the same, but it's on there. It's if you look at Sky News, which I do twice a day or whatever, it's...
he was also in Ronin.
Oh,
Boys,
done an amazing film called Animal House. Yeah. He plays a Creole transvestite. Amazing flick.
Oops.
I forget what we were talking about. All right, we're going to end the show there. Okay. All right, we can talk about nostalgia all day, but I do have to get to my parents'
I didn't
house.
realize that we've
we've been going on for almost an hour and a half now. Just babbling on about movies and TV shows and just everything else, like we normally do, you know. But memes, there isn't any memes this week. Jenny posted one meme. So We're gonna
Get
leave
them in
memes.
ready for next week.
All right, more memes next week. And Jenny said I can actually use her computer when I'm over there, and we can still do a show on Sunday. So
There you go.
actually, wouldn't it be the Friday if it's after the 1st? So technically, I wouldn't have to do it. No, it would be on the Friday. Yeah. Well, Aiden, are you going back to work on the in
Yeah,
February?
no, I don't think I've got the Friday in, so I think we're all right. But if you need to change it to the Sunday, just change it to the Sunday, bro. And we'll...
No, I think we're gonna be good because I'll be there from the 1st to the 8th. So that
I go back to work on the 31st, which is really good.
Yeah, but you said you're off on that Friday. We should be
Yeah.
good then. Okay. So there we go.
Oh, I nearly hit the reset button on my PC then with my foot.
That would
Oops,
not
that would have
been
been awkward.
good. And it would just been bye Mo.
Bye. That's
All
that.
But yeah, thanks for watching and or listening. I appreciate everybody sticking around, hanging out with us, talking about a bunch of nonsense as per usual. So it's good to see that nothing's changed, just the name. But yeah, next week we'll be on as per usual. And that's really it. Thank you to the lovely sponsor, CC Coils. Don't forget to use the code Jay Needs a Slap for 25% off everything that he has to offer, all those lovely coils that he builds. If you guys need some vaping coils, shit, I said the V word. And don't forget to use code What's Your Favorite Cheese for 20% off anything from Shy Tots E-Liquid. Award-winning, I might add.
Award-winning and amazing stuff as well, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get yourself over there.
What the fuck?
Thank you, CC Coils, and thank you, Jane, for sponsoring this shit show. We appreciate you. Thank you to our lovely moderators as
That's right, I
well.
love you.
Luckily, we haven't had any major drama in quite some time, so appreciate you guys being here, making sure everybody's safe. And that's it for me. Aiden, go.
Big love to you all. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week.
Keep it simple. Mo?
Yeah, thank you to everyone tuning in and to everyone listening on the cast of Podness. And thank you to the sponsors and the moderators. And yeah, we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Imagine the buckets.
And everyone's already said it, so bye-bye.
And I just realized Mo's name is now Buster Gonad, apparently. I just realized that.
I've had it right since before the show started.
Oh, man. Well played, Mo. But thank you guys. We'll be back next week. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye. So long. Ta-ta.
Piss flag.